Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Charlotte Dean Jacobs, 83 of Coleman, will be at noon Saturday at First Baptist Church. The Reverend Edwin Hayes officiating. Interment in Mount Carmel Cemetery. Holly Pond Funeral Home is directing. Visitation will be 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday at the church. Funeral services for Paul Edwin Rice Sr., age 80, will be at 11 a.m. at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home tomorrow. Dr. David Chambers officiating. Burial in Mount Zion Cemetery. Mr. Rice passed away yesterday. The family will receive friends from 9 to 11 a.m. prior to services at the funeral home. Funeral services for Ethel Wilhite, age 83 of Vinemont, will be today at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Glenn Miller and Ronnie Johnson officiating, with Masonic grave rites and interment in Coleman City Cemetery. Coleman Heritage Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Mr. Wilhite passed away Tuesday at Coleman Regional Medical Center. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. We are broadcasting live, as we do every day, at channel2coleman.com, and the same website has an archive of all of our programs. You can watch us really any time of the day. Little overcast this morning.
It is,
Are you ready for a change in the weather this weekend?
Does that mean it's going to be very cold?
I wouldn't say very cold, but that's a relative term. It might be very cold to you.
Very cold for an Alabamian or very cold for someone from Iowa?
Yes, that's my point. Let's start with the weather forecast for today, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for the 21st of November. The average high temperature in Coleman, Alabama is 61. The average low is 40. The record high in the state, it got up to 78 in 1942. The record low, 17. That's cold to anybody.
Yes.
17 in 1937. Sunset this afternoon, 7 minutes after 5. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 1 minute before 6. And here's the current conditions in Coleman, 51 degrees right now. Winds out of the east-southeast at 2 miles an hour. Relative humidity 72%. No rain in the last 24 hours. Barometer still rising slowly at 30.26. Here's the satellite picture, and you can see the cold front headed to our part of the country. Actually, it's moving on east. North of the cold front, you see all the blue, which is ice and snow. Colder temperatures being pushed to the south. There's the south satellite picture. And here's our forecast for today. Today and tomorrow, not too bad. Partly sunny, breezy today, a high of 62, about like we've had the last few days. Cloudy tonight, low of 49. Cloudy tomorrow, 40% chance of rain, a high of 64. And sometime tomorrow or tomorrow evening, we should see the cold front coming through. Saturday, cloudy, windy, 50% chance of rain, a high Saturday, 48. The low Sunday morning will be 27.
Oh my goodness.
Sunday going to church weather, sunny with a high of 42, down into the upper 20s again by Monday morning. Monday, a high just 49, Tuesday 51, and Wednesday 48, so the cooler or cold weather is going to linger for a while.
Right.
So today and tomorrow will be normal temperatures, and then things are going to cool off for just a bit. Well, let's see, it is cloudy this morning, and anything we need to talk about?
Besides the cold weather coming up on Sunday, no.
Christmas shopping. Have you started?
No, which is really surprising because generally I do start my Christmas shopping around this time. But I know that you wait until, 2 days before to do your Christmas shopping?
If I shop early.
if he shops early.
That's what Christmas Eve is for.
That's what Christmas Eve is for.
That's right. You get the best prices.
Black Friday. Did you know that Black Friday, what happened to the days where you sat outside Belk with your Mr. Heater at 3 in the morning to try to get into Belk? Now they're opening everything at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. You cannot have a nice Thanksgiving. It's like this. You eat Thanksgiving dinner, you go eat turkey, you get in the holiday spirit, and then you move right on to Christmas shopping. And they have ruined Black Friday like this. There's no fighting anymore for things. Which, okay, let me rephrase. I do not wish to fight with people for things, but I'm saying it's a nice challenge. It's a shopping challenge, Black Friday is. And now they're opening things so early that it's hard to, because I remember, this was probably 4 years ago when Black Friday was just, like, people were kind of, not willing to get up that early in the morning, and Belk was opening at 3 o'clock, and my mother and I got to Belk at literally 12 o'clock at night, and I called my stepdad and had him bring the Mr. Heater up, and
You got in line at 12 o'clock
we were the first people in Belk.
I would hope so.
Yes, but we were the first people in Belk, and that's what's important.
How long were you the only people in line?
No, there was one person in front of us, and the newspaper took photos of us. So.
Okay, now let me get this straight, since I will not be out shopping. Belk will open at 6 o'clock Thanksgiving
I think it's actually
evening.
Walmart that will open at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving evening.
Well, same thing.
So.
Same thing. Instead of waiting, okay, they're going to open it. Now they're going to stay open 24 hours?
Yeah, probably.
Or will they close and then open again at 3 in the morning?
They'll probably stay open the 24 hours.
Well, you could go midnight, 1 o'clock.
But see, everything has a time. So each item has a time when they're going to release the item. So you have to find out when your item time is and be there.
Okay.
It's very complex now. It is, and they have online Black Friday shopping now too.
I'd heard about that.
So, I think it's actually called Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is after Black Friday. It's just a frenzy.
What do they call it if you shop on the 24th of December?
Late. Too late. You're too late.
Okay. All right. Who's our Facebook friend today?
Our Facebook friend of today is Melinda Cargill, and she likes reading and The Rachel Ray Show, and she will receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
And our guest for today is?
Miss Ann Mullins will be here. She's with the Better Business Bureau. So.
She may have some shopping tips for you, too.
Maybe she will.
You can talk about things like that. George is here with news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
And what is the worst?
Last minute Christmas shopping.
Right. This year, we start right after Halloween.
We still have months.
We are in good shape.
Lots of time.
Lots of time.
Is that a Christmas tree?
I think so.
In a rush? Come to the UPS store and we'll pack and ship all your gifts.
I love logistics!
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
for news and comment on this, say, Thursday. Week's getting away from us. We've got so much to do before Thanksgiving, haven't we? Whoop. Especially before Christmas. Looking at the morning news, the good town of Holly Pond planning improvements on the Guy Hunt Park there. They're hoping to create better nighttime visibility with new lights put in and a few other things at the Guy Hunt Memorial Park there in Holly Pond. So they've got a grant or some money, not really a grant, but it's some money that is in a situation to where they can use it for the betterment of the town, and that's good for those folks. In West Point, as we have talked about before, they're getting a new fire station. Right now, the one where they have it located now, downtown West Point, if there's such a place, in the middle of West Point, is in a place that if you had an emergency a few minutes before 8 o'clock with all the cars backed up, you'd have a hard time getting out of there. It's really a hazard, and it's not very conveniently located. Back when West Point was just a half-horse town, it may be just a one-horse town now, I don't know. But anyway, before it was just there's many people going to school there, then it wasn't a bad location. If they're getting a new fire station, it's going to be, for those of you who live out at West Point, where the old Doris's restaurant used to be, out on 157, a good place there where they'll be able to access and egress, so to speak. And they're going to use the old fire station for training purposes, then they're going to tear it down, pull out what they can salvage first. For those of you who don't remember what years ago they used to be there, I believe that was the location back in the 40s and 50s of the Cornelius had a store there, I believe. And I was talking to Doug Cornelius, who used to be a county commissioner. And Doug told me once that his father had a store there, and that my father would go in and buy cigarettes there in the afternoons when he'd be coming home from work. And it's funny how things change. In fact, across the street from the fire station was a place, according to Doug, there was a building where they had movies playing there. Movies. It had them. It was like 16 millimeter, maybe. They might have had 35 millimeter. And Doug, or no, it was Kenneth Helton told me he had the old projector they used to use to show those old movies there. Then here comes television, and that changes everything. Then here comes streaming, and that changes everything again. Now here comes 3D, and nothing changes because not many people like 3D, apparently. Anyway, having gone through all that, I'll say that they're going to be working on the fire station at West Point. Tomorrow morning, former Representative James C. Fields in Birmingham, our James C. Fields, announcing his candidacy as Lieutenant Governor tomorrow morning. Should be interesting. He talked with us a couple of years ago, didn't he, Dennis, about running for that job. He said he was considering it, but at the time, I guess it was a pretty crowded field. Alabama's largest health insurance company, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, announcing it will not reinstate health plans that don't comply with the federal health care law, Obamacare. They're saying that because of the situation, the president's remarks in regarding you can keep your old plan for another year or so, he said we can't do that because then we'll have a lot of different varying situations, and that it would just be disaster for us. Boy, is this thing when can something really get bad, go from bad to worse, and what's worse than worse? Worst, or maybe? At any rate, in Kentucky, an Al-Qaeda-linked terrorist who was resettled in the U.S. after the Iraq War, a refugee, apparently he was not undercover. Actually, what they were doing with the FBI was watching him. He was trying to find weapons, and they provided him some. They were not working weapons, but he had them anyway. He was bragging how he used to kill Americans. Now, this is one of those guys that turn loose. They got faults. They've got problems with their situation at Gitmo or wherever this guy was kept. But Al-Qaeda, they've got people in Kentucky, Al-Qaeda, and that is, I don't know. One of these days I keep saying this. I'm going to watch that Al Jazeera network to see what they're saying. I know they're showing malcontents in America, showing people who don't like the way they're being treated. So to me, that sort of sounds like seditious programming, and I've yet to see it, but I'm going to check it out. Bill Cosby on Jon Stewart's Daily Show this week. During the interview, Bill and Stuart were talking about a benefit show they did in New York City for wounded warriors, a show called Stand Up for Heroes. And Bill Cosby more or less got on to Jon Stewart. He told him, you know, during that show, you got up and you started using curse words. He said people started laughing. He said, I didn't like that. Why do you have to curse? And it's a good question. Why is it that you have to hear these four-letter words, you know? And they become so, especially on reality television. I like watching the Discovery Channel. I like watching National Geographic. But when the bleeping machine gets more parts than do the actors, you know that there's too much there. And we've gotten so complacent with it, have we not? Anyway, good for Bill Cosby talking about that. That's all we got. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Back to Today on 2. We have some prizes we sure would like to give away today. We have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. And let's see, we have Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue family barbecue package. Those are the prizes we have for today. All you have to do is correctly answer a question about one of our merchant ads. So let's look at those ads right now. Starting with Hansville Guns and Ammo. Paul is locked and loaded, targeting high prices. The cash price on guns right now just 15% above wholesale at Hansville Guns and Ammo.
In the UPS store, they have all your Christmas shipping needs. They're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6, on Saturday from 8 to 2, but they are closed on Sunday. That's the UPS store.
Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repairs, transmission and brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic, located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont.
And Mullins Body Shop, you counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim. That's 734-1353.
AmeriGas is now called Coast Gas. Different name, same people. The fall tank set special is in effect right now. They have competitive pricing located on Eva Road near Highway 157.
And Brown & Company Beverages, they are a specialty wine and beer store. They have the tastes of fall right now with seasonal beers in stock. They have wine and beer tastings. That's Brown & Company Beverages.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins today to book 256-620-JOLLY or 5655 for inflatables.
And Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome and gift certificates are available. They have used books that are half price every day and new books that are 20% off every day. That's at Deb's Bookstore.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. One of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners insurance. That's Night Free Insurance.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, think outside the box for this season. They have a gift shop that's now open with ginger snap jewelry, distinctive coffee flavors, case knives engraved. That's at Grand Point Pharmacy.
The Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have the 6-lane competition pool. They have the indoor walking track, of course, the indoor leisure pool and whirlpool spa. That's the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to call. They offer weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching.
Those are some of the merchant ads. Our telephone number, 256-734-7399. Today's question is about one of our newest advertisers, the UPS store.
Yes.
Where is the store located? You could tell us the name of the shopping center rather than the street address if you prefer that. Where is the UPS store? The winner receives the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard and the family pack of barbecue from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Go ahead and call in right now. We'll watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Good morning. I'm Jordan Carter with Premier Bank. Today I want to tell you about how internet banking can be beneficial to a small business. Internet banking can help a small business reconcile bank statements, make transfers, along with various other functions. I hope that this will make running your business a little easier. Thank you.
And again, our question for the day is, where is the UPS store? And I believe we have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling?
Marlon.
From where are you calling?
Coleman.
From Coleman. Okay, where's the UPS store?
At the South Shopping Center.
That's right, South Coleman Shopping Center. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. The UPS store, and it's been there for several years now. South Coleman Shopping Center. I was thinking of the KFC Shopping Center. And let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. Highway 278 Pickers, an antique mall and market. You got to see it to believe it. They are some kind of a business. 3 levels, 26 booths and storefronts, all sorts of items.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman, buy or rent to own. They have carports, play sets, utility trailers, storage buildings, no credit check, and you're approved. That's at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
Busy Bee Cafe, Coleman's one and only place for German meals. That's right. Brought back by popular demand, German meals will be on the regular menu every Friday and Saturday from 2 until 9 o'clock.
Ed White Jewelers, they are a Christmas tradition for over 51 years. Experience the holidays with a gift they'll remember and cherish. They're on Highway 31 across from Sportsman's Lake Park.
Earl's Body Shop, large and small towing available, local or long distance. Earl's Body Shop, located on Highway 31 North, or check out their website, earlsbodyshop.com.
A new fitness facility in downtown Coleman is called Be Fit, and they are $50 per month, month to month, no contracts, and the membership includes a certified personal trainer. That's Be Fit.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, and their Christmas open house is this Saturday. Store-wide selection of holiday gifts for every budget. Count on Yates Chance for the holidays. Keep Christ in Christmas.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, and shocks and brakes repairs. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less. They're on 2nd Avenue on Highway 31.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, offering suits and sport coats made to your measurements. Of course, they always have suits and sport coats in stock in regular, big, and tall sizes. That's at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And new LaFawn line is in right now. That's at Doug Doggett Jewelers, and that's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers. They're on Compass Way, and you can also visit them on their new website at doggettjewelers.com.
The $5 lunch is available each and every day from 11 till 4 at the Dairy Queen. And by the way, that lunch does include dessert. And you can upgrade your Sunday to a small blizzard for just an extra $1.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue is offering their family barbecue packages right now. That includes a pound of meat, 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns and sauce.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. We do have a couple of birthdays on our calendar, celebrating on the 21st of November.
That's right. Andy Page and Sydney Cromer celebrate a birthday today, and they will go in our drawing on Friday, where they have a possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
We will continue with more of Today on 2 and talk to Ann Mullins from the Better Business Bureau right after this.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Now the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Jewelry.
Now the Ritz.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
We continue with more of Today on 2. Ann Mullins is back with us, representing the Better Business Bureau. Hi, Ann.
Hi.
What are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about how to prevent identity theft. We had our annual torch awards yesterday in Huntsville, and when I got there, they had these little magnets that it says how to secure your ID on each table that I didn't even know we had. Evidently, we just ordered these for this event, and I thought, that would be something good to talk about on TV, because at this time, well, at any time of the year, but especially Christmas coming up and shopping and all, you're going to be out and about with all of your financial information. So I thought it's a good reminder it's better to prevent it than to teach you how to get out of it once it's happened to you. So if we can do these steps, and you'll have to excuse me, but I can't see this morning, so this is very small print. So it's 10 tips to prevent identity theft. Number 1 is shred documents with financial and personal information. So once you get your bank statements, your credit card statements, and you have reconciled them, then shred them. Never leave ATM or credit card receipts behind. And I find those in gas stations all the time, where people has driven off and left their receipt. And they're somehow, they most of them will leave, like your last 4 digits will be on there. Yeah. Somehow people can figure it out, because, like with the MasterCard or credit card, they all pretty much start with the same, like a 5 or a 4 or whatever. And somehow they can just figure, or keep playing with numbers till they come up with it.
Oh, wow.
And so if I ever find one left there, I just shred it myself for them and throw it away, because that's very dangerous. And so don't ever leave that. Don't use an obvious password like your birthday, because that's just too easy for somebody to come up with. Do not give out your social security number. Carry it with you, or put your number on checks. Because if you lose your billfold and your social security card's in there, you got all your other information in there, it's very, very easy for them to recreate you by having that. You just need to memorize it. That's just a number. And I've known that my whole life for some reason, but I even know Jay's, because of insurance, having to have it. So, you just need to memorize that. Never give out personal information unless you know who you're dealing with. So if someone calls you up and you don't know who is really on the other end of that phone line, so do not give it out. Never click on links sent in unsolicited emails. And there's where we're talking about our phishing scams, where you'll get an email saying your bank account's been tampered with. You need to go to this website and fill out all this information. Well, it's not their website, and you're giving them everything they need to know to get the money out of your account. So the best thing to do, if it's like a bank or a credit card, if you really want to see if something's happened to your card, you go in and type that web address. Don't click on a link. You go type a web address that you're going straight to your bank, and check. But they're not going to send you an email if there's something wrong. So, just don't ever do that. Keep your computer secure by using firewalls, anti-spyware, and antivirus software, and keep them up to date. because a lot of people are a little bit leery of shopping online, but it's really, if you'll do all these 3 things, it's pretty safe, to do that. Just make sure your computer is safe, that you've got your firewalls and everything in there. Make sure you're on a secure site when you order, as we talked about with the S up at the top, HTTPS means secure. And then, you're okay to go. Register with the National Do Not Call Registry, which is phone number 888-382-1222, and you can call us to get that number, or www.donotcall.gov, which is very easy to remember, and register with that. Monitor your credit report at least twice a year from annualcreditreport.com, not freecreditreport.com. That one is not free. And that's the one you see advertised on TV all the time. That is not free. Annualcreditreport.com, and it's free. Now, if you want to get your number, what do they call that? Your credit score.
Yeah.
That they do charge you for that, but you don't have to have that to check your credit report. You just get a copy of your credit report, and that shows you if somebody has got something on there that wasn't you, and that's basically what you're looking for when you order it. Twice a year. You don't need that score unless you're trying to get a loan or something, and then the bank will tell you that. So you don't have to pay for that. Review your credit card statements carefully, because as long as you will call them and tell them if there's something on there that you didn't do, then you've got like 60 days to do that. I think it's 30 or 60, but I'm pretty sure it's 60. But you can't sit there 6 months and then go back and call them and say something's on this that was not my charge and expect them to take it off. So as long as you'll report it and that you didn't actually give that card to somebody, then you're not responsible for it. I think up to like $50 or so used to be the minimum. So just take care of it. And we did just get a notice that FCC has passed a law that they cannot solicit you by text, anybody, unless you have given them written authorization. So if you get a text from somebody that's solicitation, then you need to forward that text to 7726. Just type in up there where you were texting somebody, 7726. And it goes to FCC because these people are not supposed to be using your cell phone. We had that email that went out saying that, everybody was going to start using your cell phone and blah, blah, blah. That's not true. They can't do that. They're not selling you numbers because they can't do that. But if somebody gets a hold of it, sometime you'll give it out and they don't know it's a cell phone. And so I've had to tell people like this, called it. I quit doing that. I don't ever use my cell phone number anymore because then I started getting telemarketing calls. And I just tell them this is a cell phone, but they'll hang up in a hurry because they know they're not supposed to do that. So, but if you get a text, forward it to 7726, and then they'll trace it down and see who's doing that, and they'll be fined big time. So,
just quickly, Ann, we're just about out of time. Going back to the do not call. Is this something that has to be renewed every so often, or can you just do it once and then it's good forever?
It lasts for years. It'll tell you on there when you register. Used to, I think it was only 1 or 2 years, but now, because I looked at mine the other day and it was still good for a long time, so it will last for years once you get yourself on there. Now, the people that will still call you is charities and anybody and politicians and anybody that you do business with, unless you tell them, take me off your list, and then they have to take you off their list even if you do business with them. But there's not a lot you can do about charities and politicians, and most of them are automated anyways.
Okay, good information. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
We'll be back with more right after this.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, and a great team, even a cafeteria.
That's mine. From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the Holly Pond Homemakers Club Bake Sale will be this Saturday at 8 a.m. at the Holly Pond Town Hall. They have baked goods there at 7:30. And the Vinemont Band Boosters Holiday Arts and Crafts Bazaar will be Saturday the 23rd at the Coleman Civic Center from 9 to 5. And the St. John's Christmas Festival and Market will be Saturday, December 14th from 1 to 6. Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be partly sunny and breezy today with a high of 62, mostly cloudy tonight, low of 49, cloudy again tomorrow, 40% chance of rain with a high of 64 degrees. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Have a great